Before I start the video, I want to make a quick disclaimer. Before all of you Miguel fans start putting bounties on my head, let me clarify one thing. By no means am I saying that Kenny is a better fighter than Miguel. This is simply a hypothetical scenario in which Miguel would have fought Kenny instead of Hawk at the Sekai Taikai qualifier. And yes, I do think Miguel would have lost due to the various circumstances that gave Kenny numerous advantages, and this video will explain why. To begin with, we first have to establish that this all begins with Robbie's attachment to Kenny, as he took him under his wing in Season 4, but was now trying to get him out of Cobra Kai during Season 5. As a result of this, Robbie would hold back against Kenny during their fights, as his goal was to try and get Kenny to realize what Cobra Kai was doing to him. The reason why this is an important factor is that later on we see Robbie requesting to Hawk before his match with Kenny to not go too hard on him because Kenny wasn't being himself, a feeling Hawk should be familiar with, as he was also in Cobra Kai where he became a bully similar to what Kenny has become in Season 5. And as we all know, this cost him quite badly, as he ended up losing a point and fell victim to Kenny's dirty tactics as he injured Hawk's leg and eventually lost due to getting incapacitated by the silver bullet, a situation that likely wouldn't have happened had Hawk gone all out from the start, making every point undeniable, similar to the strategy Sam used against her match with Devin. At this point in the season, while Hawk and Robbie made amends, they simply remained cordial and certainly were not as close as Miguel was to Robbie. And if we take into account that Hawk and Kenny already had pre-existing animosity during their encounters in Seasons 4 and 5, this would give even more incentive for Hawk to have ignored Robbie's wishes and just go completely ham on Kenny, but he didn't. A very common belief that I've seen in the community, and the primary reason why I'm making this video, is that Miguel would have destroyed Kenny as he wouldn't have held back because he doesn't have any kind of connection to Kenny. The reason why this is wrong is that if Hawk held back because Robbie asked him to, Miguel, who at this point is much closer to Robbie than Hawk is, not to mention Miguel didn't have any pre-existing issues with Kenny, would mean that Miguel definitely would have held back as well. This matters significantly as Hawk and Miguel are both considered to be on the same level in terms of fighting ability, and as a result, the exact same scenario likely would have played out with Kenny scoring the first point, afterwards Miguel scoring, but it not counting, and then Kenny would have injured his leg due to the bribed ref, setting up for Kenny to finish him off with the silver bullet just like he did to Hawk. I just want to once again clarify that I do not think Kenny is a better fighter than Miguel, but simply the circumstances would have allowed him to incapacitate him like he did to Hawk. I know a lot of you guys hate Kenny, but come on, blame Robbie, he set your boy up for failure.